Oh, we're live.
Well, for any of you out there who knows Travis, he does not wear his glasses during the podcast. But that's okay. So, welcome back to a brand new episode of Motivation Monday. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, and maybe even a good morning. You could listen to this tomorrow morning. But anyway, let's jump right in. So, we have an interesting topic for y'all. I just want to say thank you for everyone who's tuned in. This is our 11th episode, and I could not be more humble. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll start today off with a quote of the day. Travis, if you will.
If you can get 1% better every day, in a year from now, there will be
Remarkable change.
a remarkable change.
A guy named Tim Kennedy. So this basically says that the small amount of effort that you can put in each and every day amounts to an amazing outcome in just a simple year. So 1% every day times that by 365 days, you're going to get that much better at whatever you want. So it just takes a little bit of amount every day to get better at something eventually. So I think that was an amazing quote that I was listening to this guy on probably like a Joe Rogan podcast or something, and he just really piqued my interest. So let's get into our good news stories of today. This is a rat from Cambodia. He got a gold medal by sniffing and discovering 39 landmines and 28 items of unexplored
Ordinances.
Thank you. Reading, right? But yeah, so he, in his career, this little rat covered over 141,000 square meters of land, making it safe for people. So, yeah, this is the first rat that has been awarded a gold medal in the People's
Dispensary for sick animals.
Thank you. So this is a charity, and the first time in 77 years that a rat has been given this honorary medal, joining a brave dog, horses, pigeons, and a cat. So congratulations to this rat.
Yeah,
It was pretty interesting, eh?
definitely.
All right, what's our next topic?
This has to do with a cancer drug that is being used to treat MS.
Oh, nice.
As we so eloquently got an argument while reading it earlier. It's a cancer drug. Well, it treats MS. But it's a cancer drug.
What's the name of the drug again?
I ain't even going to try to say it.
Bexator.
Bexarotene?
There we go. Yeah, see? That's why we didn't try. But yeah, so it's been in development, and it's phase 2 clinical trials. So this drug will target the autoimmune disorder of MS, and hopefully it'll help. Oh, that's a big number right there.
What, 250,000
Euros.
or a pound? That's pound.
Yes, maybe.
That's pound.
Okay.
Pound it.
But that was a donation made to this fund, so it's pretty.
Multiple millions of dollars probably went into it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And nothing else is of interest in it.
Okay.
But then we got this guy.
Uh-oh.
$12K to give his favorite 89-year-old pizza delivery man.
Okay, so.
Did we actually read this one?
No, we just saw that there's like pineapples on pizza, and we got
distracted. Whoops.
So this man loves his pineapple on pizza, apparently.
What a disgusting human being.
Hey, I like pineapple.
Did I say you were normal? At any point in time throughout our friendship.
Do I stink? Do I stink?
Yes.
Okay.
Pineapple pizza.
Well, then I am a disgusting human being for loving pineapple. What's wrong with that? My wife likes it too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Haha, see?
I'm just pretending she hasn't said that. I'm going to live in a life of delusion where all my friends hate pineapple on pizza.
Okay, you do that.
And it's not about an elderly man liking pineapple on pizza.
I realize that,
The
yeah.
elderly man is the delivery delivery guy.
Didn't I say that at the beginning?
Yes, but then we
Okay.
got into the pineapple pizza thing,
Yeah.
and we kind of lost focus. I think this is the only reason why we put this in here.
It's because of pineapple on
There's
pizza.
pineapple and pizza, and spark a debate. Comment in the section below if you like it.
They
You're on my
they
side.
call his deliveries dapper,
Wow, that's
and they were
fancy.
posting it on TikTok.
Oh, okay. Follow them on TikTok.
That's a few followers.
53,000. That's more than me.
It's only a couple. I don't want to brag or anything. I have 0 followers on TikTok.
So because of this TikTok community, they all came together and they raised $12,000 for this
Tip.
pizza delivery man. That's a lot of pizzas.
That's a lot of tip.
That is a lot of tip, but also a lot of pizzas with pineapple.
Oh, okay. So we're done that. Let's.
Jump right in.
Whoops, wrong button.
Okay.
I should have been wearing my glasses. It's a good thing I didn't click the wrong. I'm just gonna stop right there.
Okay, fair enough. So yes, so our topic of today is called moving on. Just want to focus on the positive rather than the negatives from any sort of.
I clicked record.
Oh my
I
god.
thought I didn't.
That's good to know. Halfway through the intro, thank you, Travis.
You're welcome. I've always got your back. Hey, there have been times where I didn't, so.
I mean, that's true. I think it's because of the pineapple pizza thing, but you know.
I know, I was just thoroughly enraged, but I think I need to learn to move on.
Wow, there you go.
Segue, anyone?
Segue, yes. So a big part of moving on is owning that it's over. Know it's over. There's nothing you can do. You've done everything that you can. Whatever it is that needs to be over is now over.
But what if she still loves me?
Well, tell her to move to Canada for you.
Yeah, I feel like that's not a public topic.
But yes, anyway.
I believe it is.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day that'll be on the podcast.
So, the act of moving on, Travis, in your definition, what would it be?
Kind of part of my life philosophy. If there's nothing you can do about it, if you cannot change it, move on.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more to that philosophy, but that's the big part.
General gist of it, but yeah, so moving on is just basically letting go of your past so it doesn't affect your future. And with that, you can take so many lessons from the act of moving on, maybe from a relationship or from a failed attempt at succeeding. There's so many lessons that you can learn, so don't take failure at face value, pretty much, because there's so many lessons that you can take from failure, and that allows you to move on and put that knowledge into your next accomplishment, and then you're going to be that much more successful at it.
Learn, accept, move on.
Exactly. And the best way to learn from your failures is just don't take it so hard, and maybe know the difference between failure and quitting. Because quitting just means that you gave up, you didn't put your all in. Maybe at one point you just decided to just not try anymore because you were bored or because it wasn't the right thing for you. But failing, I think, is a better way of looking at life, because failing means you've done everything that you can, you've tried your hardest, maybe it just didn't work out for you, and then you can take all that you've learned from this experience, put it into the next one to make sure you don't do the same repetitions over and over and over again and continue failing.
So distinguishing between giving up, quitting, and failing.
Yeah.
Failing is a learning experience.
Yeah.
Giving up is just bad attitude.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like there's comes a lot of negative attitude when it comes to giving up. And there is a lot of people who get down on themselves for failing, but people fail every day.
Mm-hmm.
You hit that snooze button, you fail to get up.
Should have moved on instead. Moved on to the next task, that is.
Exactly. Get up, get out of bed, and make the bed. That's important.
Yeah, making the bed is super important.
It is.
We do it in this house.
Yes.
At least 2 of us do it in this house. I don't know about the other 2.
When I'm awake, I do it, but sometimes my wife likes to sleep in if I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning and go to work.
I feel like making the bed together is like, it's really a bonding experience between 2 people.
It is. It's like, hey, pull your sheet a little bit more. No, that's too much. Okay, and then just like, it's a whole kerfluffle.
Or teaching somebody how to fold a fitted sheet.
Oh, man.
I still haven't mastered
No,
it.
same. I don't know how
I
to
tried
fold
the
a
whole,
fitted
hey, you
sheet.
get inside it and you like collapse yourself in on it. I just get trapped.
I just like roll it up and just throw it away and be like, that's a tomorrow problem. When
That's moving on.
Exactly.
Or is it quitting?
Well, we failed to fold it properly, so we're putting it away, stepping away from the situation that's making us angry before we end
I
up.
found that fly. I was right.
We were at this fly for like a half hour before the podcast happened, and we could not find it for the life of us, and it was driving us nuts. Like, you don't even understand. This thing was like buzzing for real. It was like so loud, and we were just like, "What is this?" But anyway,
It sounded like a dentist drill.
yes,
But then we moved on and we started with the podcast.
exactly.
And I feel like this is a time in which we move on from this internalized rage and we grow from each lesson.
Yes. So, say you have an experience where you're in a career path that you're not excited about, and they take all this time, and you put all the effort into learning this trade, and by the end of it, you're like, it's not for me. I was in car sales for a while, and I just found by the end of it, it wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
But now I know how like the accounting side works, how to sell some things, because sales is also important in this job, where you have to not preach to people, but you have to give a speech to people and just kind of entice them to come over to you and help train them. So sales, I learned a lot. I still got the knowledge. Maybe I'm not selling cars, but I'm selling myself as a product. And I feel like that was a lesson that I took from that failed experience and put it into this one.
So which corner are you on?
What?
When you're selling yourself as a product.
Ah, yes. Well, we'll just take it at face value. How about that?
Sounds good.
I like to be the queen rather than the moose.
Makes
if you know what I'm saying.
Corner of McKay and Pembroke.
No, that's where the picketers are. But I did a recent thing whenever I moved on.
Yes.
I started my own business, and then I stole all their customers.
Well, isn't that how it
and
goes?
that should be a learning lesson for them.
Exactly. They failed to keep you on as staff, and they failed to keep their clients intrigued enough to buy them more products, so they all went to you. Yeah. So, hey, their losses
Stuff happens.
Exactly. Plus, you also probably learned a couple things along the way to...
Yeah, what not to do.
That's a learning experience. Exactly.
How not to alienate your employees.
But yeah, so I think we can all agree that moving on is hard.
Oh yeah, definitely. It took me a couple months actually.
Yeah.
And it took you a couple months too.
Are we talking about the same thing?
No, actually, I'm talking about moving on from previous employers. It's just as bad as a bad relationship.
It is, yeah. It took me a while to move on from that. But now I've got a better one. And I learned from my mistakes and from their mistakes. And I put it into what I would do and do not want. And I found out what I do want.
In both cases, relationships and
employment. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
You've grown.
Exactly. And
like a bonsai tree.
Bonsai.
I think Cass was the one trimming your branches, though.
And my hair, apparently. Look at this. Great job
Sweet
you did,
flow.
both of us.
Yeah, got a haircut on Sunday. Don't want to brag or anything. Best hairdresser in town.
You know it.
Maybe Ontario.
Ooh, I agree. She's definitely the best in my household, for sure.
Yeah, definitely the best in my household.
So yeah. So
Something about mistakes.
yeah, mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes every day. You just gotta learn what those mistakes were, how to correct them for next time, and just don't make them again. Or if you do, make sure they're not as big, and then make them smaller and smaller every day until they're not a mistake anymore. Travis, it's okay.
Okay.
It's just a fly.
It's not just a fly.
Okay.
It's the embodiment of everything I hate in life.
Also, know that failure is not permanent. Because you can fail at something,
Wise words.
and then you can get back up and do the exact same thing, but with a little bit better attitude, and then you can succeed at that thing. Because I know that 9 out of 10 times you're probably going to fail, but it takes that 10th or 11th try, and you're going to get it eventually, so...
So I feel like the title here shouldn't have just been moving on. It should have been moving on from failure.
Yeah. And definitely, I think they kind of go hand in hand. Like
Oh,
moving
100%.
on, yeah. So I think that's kind of where I got most of my ideas, was just from moving on from failure, how to take failure at face value, make sure that you learn from your experiences and grow, and make sure that you try your hardest not to fail.
It's like baking cookies.
Baking cookies with baking soda instead of baking powder. Big mistake.
Sounds like it. Was that personal experience?
Maybe. They got a little flat and a little gross. But yeah. Maybe add a little too much salt instead of sugar. Who knows, you know.
Maybe they were cookie crepes.
They could have been.
Yeah.
But they definitely were not. So I
They didn't
learned.
taste good either.
I learned from that experience. I learned how to read the instructions properly, and I learned how to read the ingredients properly, and I made them better the next time.
There you go.
Also, pineapple is great on pizza.
Disagree.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
Like the best things in life. Disagree.
So I had a pretty good dad joke earlier, but I forgot it, so I'll leave all the dad jokes to you.
Dang it. Was it? I forget what it was too. We'll figure that one out.
Yeah, it'll be off camera, and then I'll text it to you guys. Be like, "Yo, this is the dad joke that I came up with."
I'll just do a voiceover at the end. Why couldn't the bicycle stand up by itself?
Why?
It was too tired.
Frig.
Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon?
No.
Great food, no atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Did not get a Michelin star.
That's funny.
Why do melons have weddings?
Why?
Because they can't elope.
Frig. Any last words for the viewers out there?
Good night.
Good night.
Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Or you might get a fright.
So make your bed
It's a delight.
and hold yourself tight.
Okay, yeah, but seriously, we should stop recording before we go
Bye.
too far.